Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blue Collar Charlie. I'm your host, CJ Allen. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, my wife, Alba. Little round of applause.
Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another episode. We're so excited to be here this week.
Very excited. Very excited. Big episode. We're finally utilizing the equipment that we went through hell trying to get.
Hell and back.
Yeah.
New York City trips.
Back and forth.
Returning things and plugs and...
Trying different chords, all kinds of stuff.
Mia. But we did it.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to get me down here for probably, I would say, a week now. Because we did this like Monday. It's now Friday we're recording. And, you know, obviously work gets crazy. At the end of the night, I'm like, Friday.
And I'm just down here tinkering, just
by himself.
messing around.
I'm like, what are you doing down there? You know, all excited.
Yeah.
But anyway, so how was our week? Let's give a little.
Start by telling me about your week. Let's see how your week was.
My week was, another normal week of being a working mom. Getting the kids out of bed. I feel like I am extra tired this week. I don't know if it's the heat, if it's the air quality, if it's my allergies.
Definitely the heat.
Something is happening where I'm just, in the morning it's a little difficult. Like the kids are waking me up. So,
right.
But yes. How is your week? I think we should talk a little bit about CJ's week because it's almost like there's a voodoo doll out there and somebody's is stabbing it.
Somebody's pricking at it. Definitely. But no, I mean, my week didn't start out too bad. It started out
let's
pretty...
start out with, it did, kind of. It started out with you getting switched departments. And
all right, so I got switched departments, right? I was in escalators, and I was working on escalators doing service, repair, maintenance, and things like that. And work picked up in a different department, which is modernization of elevators in the projects in New York City Housing Authority, which is like Brooklyn, the Bronx. So we have a lot of accounts and we have a lot of work going on. So they needed manpower. So I got elected to go because my name was fit the bill for the list based on whatever prior experience that I have. So I ended up getting switched departments. And
how did that make you feel? In the moment.
At first, I was confused. I didn't know what was happening because I had thought that there was a little bit of a clear-cut direction that I was heading in the department that I was currently in. I'm taking my test soon, and different people are coming and going. So I thought that there was like a path carved out there, but in this industry, it's not always cut and dry. So things happen. You have to adapt. But so I did adapt, and we started out in Brooklyn on Monday. And I
bypassed the whole like negative attitude of it all, and the wife just like trying to help him through it.
You go through ups and downs.
Just positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
Looking at it like positive, where he's been in new construction, he's been in escalators, you've been in repair. Modernization is the only department you have not been in yet. So I chose to tell him, this could be positive. This is something that you haven't been in. This is a chance to you're going to be so well-rounded.
Right. And I grasped that concept.
Yes, thank you.
And I've definitely, when things happen that you don't expect, obviously you definitely, feel certain types of ways about things. But it's about the people that are around you to kind of put things in perspective on the way that things are, so I appreciate you for that, high five, handshake,
whatever that was.
That was okay.
That was just like
we can just do that again.
Aw, we're so cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, so that happened. We got through that. You started Monday.
So I started Monday in Brooklyn, which was crazy. I had to drive like get up super early and drive
4 a.m.
Yeah, just tons of tolls, and it was just pretty much out of the way. But I'm willing to do whatever. I'm willing to go wherever. And whatever needs to be done, I'm ready to do it.
Another hurdle.
It's just another hurdle. So I'm like, all right, let's go. And then next thing you know, Wednesday, like, oh, you have to go up to the Bronx, and it was very last minute. I was in a class for review, and they had my work number. So everybody's calling my work number, but since I got switched departments, I had to give back my work phone. So now everybody's calling my work phone.
No one knows that.
They didn't know. So they're like, hey, everybody's been calling you. I'm like, well, everybody does have my number.
I wonder if someone else has your number now. You know how some people call you like that? Like, they're like,
Absolutely.
They think it's someone else or whatever.
Yep. I'm always like wrong number, wrong number, wrong number.
So basically, then, so this whole thing where we're figuring out how he's gonna get to Brooklyn, the time he has to leave, how much it's gonna cost now.
Right. So
then
then-
it just totally switched up on Wednesday.
Switched up on Wednesday.
He's going to the Bronx now.
Now I'm going to the Bronx, which is a little bit easier to
Much
get
easier.
to. It's, I like the setup. There's a lot of good guys there, and it's a great crew. So, and there's a lot of opportunity there because there's a lot more work opening up. So, I'm definitely optimistic about it. But there was just a lot of running around. I've been driving all week. I'm putting these miles in my car. I'm spending the money on gas. I'm spending the money on tolls, right? And then I go to the mechanics review class in Perth Amboy, right, which is an hour away, last night on Thursday. So I go there. I get there just on time. I had just enough time to come home, shower, change. I get there. Class was as long as I wanted it to be, as long as I expected it to be.
2 hours.
And it was a couple hours, and that was great, and I got a lot out of the review. And I wasn't rushing home or nothing. And I'm at the stoplight next to my house. And, a car is pulling out of this gas station, and he's pulling really wide into the other lane as if, there's nobody coming. And when I had just looked and turned onto that street, there was absolutely nobody behind me. So I went to just go around the car that stopped in the middle of the street, and this lady just came out of like nowhere and just hit the front of my car. So, I did a little bit of damage there.
Flash forward to me. I'm at my mom's house with the kids. I get a phone call. CJ's like, I got into an accident.
I said fender bender on purpose because I know saying
Mia
I got
was
into an
like,
accident.
What happened? I'm like, he's okay. And it's like right by the it's always right by the house. My parents have gotten into like 3 accidents, and they literally have been around the corner from our house.
Well, they always say that the accidents happen within 5 miles of your home.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
That's true because you're not paying attention as much. The streets better. It's almost like working on a Friday. Doing a dangerous job. Like it's Friday. You're not paying attention as much. Things could happen on a Friday. So you gotta just
moon?
be careful.
Maybe.
Is it a full moon?
I don't know.
It feels like it. So there's definitely been.
So that's the week.
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
definitely
a crazy
been a crazy week. But
And
we're
now,
looking forward to the weekend.
What are we doing in the weekend?
So my birthday, whoop, 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 whoop. Let me see. Sunday, big 32. I'll be 33. Wow. See, I'm getting old. Damn.
33.
33.
Yes.
All right.
We
yeah.
are getting old.
Well, it depends on who's listening to this.
We
again.
met when
They're
we
gonna
were
comment.
24.
24, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24. Yeah,
10
it's been a
years
long
almost.
time. It's been
Yeah.
a very long time.
So birthday Sunday. It's also my mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Geraldine.
Happy birthday, Geraldine. Round of applause. Round of applause.
So we'll have cake for you and my mom on Monday because this weekend we are actually headed up. to Massachusetts to
Shipping up to Boston.
to visit CJ's fam.
Yeah, I'm going to visit my family. My mother is having her 50th birthday party.
birthday, yeah.
Yeah, she turned 50. And
Applause.
There we go. Right.
Happy
I forgot I had the
birthday.
soundboard, so my bad. It's a little bit new to me. But yeah, round of applause for my mom turning 50. Big 50. And she's doing great too. She lost a ton of weight. So
Yeah, what did she do? She did the
I don't know exactly what surgery it was.
She
It
did
was
the band.
Yeah.
Yes.
some type
So
of
not
band.
the Ozempic. Everyone's doing the Ozempic now.
Right.
She did the band, so she looks really good.
Yeah.
She's feeling healthy and happy, so we're happy for that.
Yep, absolutely.
Obviously, if anyone can be happy and healthy, that's what we want.
Yes. So we're heading up there. My
yeah.
mom's having her party Saturday night. So we're gonna go. She's having it at a hall. So there's gonna be pretty much a lot of her friends and a lot of my family there, which I haven't seen in a long time because we're here in New Jersey and we don't really go up to Massachusetts that often.
Yeah.
So it just so happens it's my birthday weekend. So Sunday we're also gonna see the other side of my family, my dad's side, my father, my nana, my papa. Shout out to everybody there. So we
Makes me
are.
laugh every time.
Why you like that thing?
It's funny.
Yeah, I have a couple other ones. I can't remember what the things are.
I think there's
but
like a buzzer and like
yeah, it's something
we'll
stupid.
figure
We're not
it
gonna
out.
do that right now. Don't worry.
Don't worry,
everybody.
guys.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We're not gonna ruin
Ross
your
you.
ears.
Ross, like on Friends.
Oh my god, when he gets the
Well, yeah, he has the keyboard.
Stop it.
That's
When
how I
he's-
feel sometimes when I'm down here. Like just
No, there was a time where you got like into like your phone
Oh,
music
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god! You
I got-
literally thought you were like a producer. You're like, yo, listen to this beat, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's like literally like drums and like a fucking I don't even know. It was just like, what is happening?
I would play it in my car. I'm like, yeah, this slaps.
This is shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this shit slaps. Nah, for sure. But yeah, I had like an update on my phone, and I never saw. I got a new phone or something, and I saw GarageBand, and I just started messing around with it,
Oh
and
my God.
it was fun. It kept me entertained, and I ended up making something, but it wasn't anything good,
Nothing.
according to Alba.
Nothing. Anyone's using. Diplo's not using the track, so
You never know.
shout out Diplo.
Never give up.
That's true.
Never give up. But yeah,
Speaking of never give up, well, I don't know if that really ties into it, but like I've been like all week, I guess about my week, all week I've been just like watching the news about these UFOs.
I mean, yeah, that's one thing that
We have to discuss it today.
they're here. I mean, we've known it forever, right? Like,
We have, but like there's people that literally it's a topic like, do you believe in aliens?
Right.
Like, and people are like, no, and like people are like, yeah, but now it's like, yeah.
like there is something, and I'm telling you, and I'm verified. This is the source. Like, I've been there. There's people who are backing me up, right? Like this.
You?
No.
Oh, like
from the House Committee.
So yes, so okay.
So I was gonna break this down.
Listen, okay.
Listen.
I'm not gonna be too like news, and I don't have like sources and all this nonsense. But I've been watching the news. There was a House Committee meeting, okay, and there's 3 whistleblowers discussing
Right.
UFOs, okay, and there was a crash, which they call a like, can I pull my laptop
Yeah,
out here?
of course.
I got to zoom in because I'm a little old here. Okay, so there was a crash, okay, where they recovered remains, okay, and the lady in the house asked the whistleblower, which is David Gersh, which is a former Navy. I think he's former
Navy air pilot or Navy
something. Yes.
Air Force.
Which they went on to say, like, this has been going on since 1947. June 24th, 1947 was the first ever sighting. And there's pilots with stories like that could, like, write books about sightings of UFOs, okay? And this has been hushed and hushed from the government. So now it's being put out there, and everyone is finding out. And this is just so exciting. So basically she asked him, were there remains and from the pilots? And he answered, yes, there was biological matter recovered. And she went on to ask him, were they human remains
right.
or non-human remains?
And he said,
what do you think he said?
I think everybody probably knows what he said.
Non-human remains.
Oh my God.
What could that mean?
Means that there's aliens, that we're not alone, and it's been like that since 1940 whatever, and
they're not hurting us. They've been here for a long time.
So let me put my tinfoil hat on.
You go and then I go because I got something to say.
Well, they say that there's like some type of galactic federation that I think Eisenhower was one of the presidents who first met with some type of alien being or something. He knew all about it, and they agree not to. They ask us, not to reveal them to us because we can't handle it yet. And I feel like, especially since this guy's coming out, that somebody's letting it happen. It's not like they're just, this guy would be dead already if somebody wasn't saying,
he claims that there has been murders. He claimed
he's saying that too.
Yeah, he said there's been murders.
Shit.
There's been, they're being silenced, and the money that's funding it is basically being misappropriated. So they're going to dig into that and find out. Like, things are coming out, and like you said, it's like, is this coming out by chance, or is this designed to come out?
I think it's definitely designed.
It's designed to come out.
100%.
Probably. I was thinking, I'm like, imagine like the aliens are like us, like people from, like they're like another Earth, and they're like trying to find aliens, and we're trying to find aliens.
You kind of lost me a little bit with that one, but
really,
I mean, it's gonna,
like they live on another Earth, like us, like they're like us, humans,
right?
But to us, they're aliens because we don't know what's happening, but they're flying here on these crafts that maybe they're more advanced than us because they've been around for longer.
They've been around for longer, and I think that they made us. You know, they create us because
Oh my God, that
we
would
are
totally debunk.
well. They say the Vatican knows all about it. You know, the Pope is like very well aware. But you know, they like if you think about it, we are computers. Like we are connected somehow to this consciousness. Like we have electricity that runs through our body. Our heart pumps electricity, right? Like
Yeah.
in blood, it's like a pump, and there's mechanical parts. Your brain is like a computer. Your arms are like the extremities, like mechanical parts. You know, and you're connected somehow to this consciousness. Like
And that
what
could
are
lead
we?
us right
what are-
into the NDs that we wanted to discuss.
right, the near death experiences.
You know, and like that's another thing, you know, where obviously there's so many reported near death experiences where the person has died by, you know,
clinically dead.
Clinically
for
death.
however long.
Yeah, and they literally have recounts of being above their bodies, you know, feeling peace, feeling love, you know, seeing everything that's happening around them, life reviews, you know, seeing people from their family there,
Right.
you know, just crazy, mind-blowing stuff. And it's like people that don't have the open-mindedness to look into that stuff and
Well-
are just happy with going on this life, like this is just life and there's nothing after it. That's just crazy to me, you know?
I like the stories of people who weren't believers in God or weren't believers in spirituality beforehand,
Yeah.
and they're able to recount certain things, and they have like verifiable things. Like one lady, she's like she had a car crash, and she like saw herself in the emergency room, and then a verifiable fact was that she went like her body or her consciousness floated out into the waiting room, and she saw her family in the waiting room, but she saw her stepfather get a Snicker bar from the vending machine.
Yep.
And he doesn't usually eat sweets, so she thought it was funny that he was getting a Snicker bar, and she actually asked him about it, I believe, and he like confirmed, like, yeah, how did you know that, you know? So I like those types of stories, where you know people weren't believers beforehand and then they end up believers after.
Or even scientists and doctors that are, you know, they are not technically supposed to believe in that. They believe in science, you know, the brain, once that dies, you die. When they have those experiences, or when people have them under their care or surgery and they hear about it, that to me is like, you know, that's 100%, you know, when they become believers in it and they're like, wow, like, you know, they recount what's going on in surgery, what the doctors are saying, what music's playing, you know, going to different realms, you know, different types of colors and flowers. And, you know, it's just, you know, the feelings of knowing, you know, seeing your life review and seeing where you could have been better and what life is about.
They say you see like everything in like a 360 view of like from a time from a place of like infinity where time doesn't exist. You can see your birth from when you were in the womb to the day that the minute that you passed away. You can see all of your interactions that you had with every single person, every single being, how you made them feel and how they made somebody else feel based on how you made them feel. You see the ripple effect of
like
all
you
of
can
your-
literally, like they recount seeing like something that happened, like let's say an argument we have, right? I'll see you somewhere else dealing with that argument.
Right.
You know? So that's just mind blowing to me. Anyone out there that, you know, doesn't believe in this, or, you know, doesn't believe in God, or doesn't believe in anything after life, you know, definitely look into it, you know, research. Like, we have one life, you know, obviously while you're here, there's a purpose and there's a reason. And why not try to find that out, you know? And
But do you believe in God?
I don't believe there's a man. I believe in universe. I believe there's something guiding us. I believe that we have spirit guides, which could be, you know, obviously people that have passed on before you. I for sure have my great grandmother. She's been my spirit guide since since she's passed, since I was a teenager. You know, I feel well connected. And it's just recently, a few years, I would say, that I got connected spiritually. Because I would say, obviously, growing up Catholic, you know, my parents instilled God, and they're watching, and they're probably like, And I remember saying to my parents once, like, there's no God. Like, I don't believe in God. I did go through that phase of like, there's no God. I also went through that phase of sitting there thinking about death. I'm sure you have too, where it's like, there's nothing. Like,
Right.
I just like nothing. And it's so calming. And, like, I don't fear death. I don't fear death,
That's good.
and I don't fear my loved ones dying, even though I know it's going to be painful. I'm going to miss them here. I know that they're going to be somewhere where I'm going to see them again and where they're going to be with me. And it's just comforting.
Well, it's kind of fucked up to say that song, the dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like that shit might actually be true. Like the dreams in which you're dying are the best you've ever had. Like every single thing that I've seen of somebody who has passed away and came back, they say that they didn't even want to come back. It was the most beautiful experience that they've ever experienced. That they felt so whole. They felt loved. They felt connection. They felt that everything
Peace.
was one. They felt at peace, right? And
It makes them look at life totally different too,
Right.
because you could get so wrapped up in, money, material things, everything on the outside, which is not important. What's important is love, peace, family, health. Like that is what you're going to take with you. And that's what is going to carry on to wherever you go after this. You're not taking your cars, you're not taking your money, you're not taking your clothes. Literally, you're not taking any of that with you, so
it could all go in an instant.
yeah, be a good human,
Right.
do good for others, be
That's
kind.
it. I remember I was when I was doing paving work, I was with this guy, Tommy, this big guy, and he could like barely walk. He had a stroke and he would slur his speech and stuff. And sometimes I think about him, wonder what happened to him, since then. But we're in this parking lot and in Ridgewood, New Jersey. It was a beautiful area. We were picking up some equipment and some guy just came up to us randomly and just started talking all this like religious stuff, like God, will give you whatever you want. He'll give you whatever you need. And at the time we had just moved here and I'm, younger, than I am now, however old I was, 26, 27. But we just had Mia. We just moved here, and I'm trying to hustle up a life for us and stuff like that. And he's like, you can have anything you want in this life as long as you kind of follow his path. And again, I'm not religious to the point where I feel like there's a man in the sky controlling my life or dictating my good and bad decisions. But I know that there's something spiritual pulling me out there. So I was like, okay, and now that as I've gotten older and I've learned the laws of of one and connection and love and stuff like that, it's as long as you live in that purpose of love and connection and giving back to others, you can do whatever you want in this life and you can have a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And it's not really about those materialistic things. It's about how you make other people feel at the end of the day, and
Yes, 100%.
yeah, and that's when you pass away, that's the only thing that's on your gravestone is if you were a good husband or father. And
I said that to you.
No, I said that to you. I actually got it from a TV show.
Oh my God.
And you always throw it back at me like, hey, man, remember, that quote that you always say? It's, so you say it to me, yes, often. But
Okay.
yeah. And another thing about
But it's true.
Another thing about spirituality, right, is
Yeah.
that story about my uncle. So we were having you and I were going through some stuff together, right?
I think you said the story already.
No, I haven't told the story.
Oh, no.
So I had prayed to my uncle out loud. I said out loud, Uncle, if you're with me, can you please, show me a sign, at least. Show me a sign, something that I'm going to know, something definite. And I said this out loud with purpose and intent. And then I came home from work one day and you had like cleaned the house and you took out necklaces and I have a
While he was at work, I found this necklace, which I knew was the great Deadful Bear necklace.
The Grateful Dead Bear.
Grateful Dead Bear that his uncle was his uncle's. And I found it. And I don't know why. I just like put it out for him.
It was that necklace
You know?
among another necklace too. It was two necklaces
Yeah.
and she hung it up on this thing. And I saw it and I was like, wow, that's crazy, because I asked him for a sign. I asked him for that, and I noticed it in the moment.
He told me.
Yeah, relax now.
Imagine.
Relax. So then, flash forward, we were going through some stuff, and then I ended up leaving the house for a weekend. And right before I left, I saw that necklace, and I said, I'm going to grab the necklace with the other things I'm grabbing. But I left pretty quickly, and I didn't grab it. I forgot it. And then I'm driving around the next day, and I can't find my way around. We're going through some problems and stuff, and I'm kind of distraught, and I'm going through it, and I haven't eaten, and I'm hungry, but I don't have an appetite, and I all of a sudden I look up and I see this place called the Grateful Deli, and it's based on the Grateful Dead band. And for the backstory, the Grateful Dead bear, my uncle got a tattoo of the Grateful Dead bear on his shoulder blade, right before, a little bit before he passed. And the Grateful Dead bear was wearing a Wu-Tang shirt, which is kind of unique. It's a very unique clash of genres and music.
Yeah.
So that's my family's ode to him, is that Grateful Dead bear. Everybody has it tattooed on them. And I had the pendant. I plan on getting a tattoo as well. So to see that Grateful Deli, I stopped. I pulled over. I was like, I was on the phone with my nana. I was like, I got to call you back. And I went inside, and I actually sat down with the lady who owns it, and I had a conversation about life and the meaning of life and relationships and stuff like that. And it was a good conversation. And and again, it just let me know that my uncle was with me at all times. And, so when you
get those things, when you get those signs, whew, it's crazy.
That connection is...
I got that yesterday. I didn't even tell you. I saw a black butterfly yesterday.
Really?
So a black butterfly is one of the rarest butterflies you can see. I've been tired. I've been going, obviously life gets hard, being a mom, work, so, I tend to reach out to my spirit guides, and you talk out loud because they can't hear your thoughts. So I ask them for a sign, like, just tell me if you're here with me, everything's going to be okay. Like, things are going to be good. And literally when I went to go outside to food shop, there was just a black butterfly sitting right on our umbrella holder. And right away I Googled it, and sure enough, it means like keep going in face of adversity, that your spirits are with you. Like everything that I was asking for was in that. And in that moment, I was just like, wow. Like,
did you Google the dragonfly?
No, but I know that means like that.
What does it mean?
Dragonflies are signs of the spirit.
Because there was a dragonfly flying around my car.
Yeah.
Like a couple days after you told me that a dragonfly was flying around yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragonflies are another sign. Pennies, finding change.
So I found a penny on the ground, heads up, right.
Find a penny, pick it up. All day long, you'll have good luck.
No, but I've...
Grease.
Yo, I found a penny on the ground, heads up, as soon as I got out of my car to go to my review class, and about 2.5 hours after that, I got into a fucking accident.
Oh my
so
God.
I don't know.
What did you do with did you thank the universe?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I thanked the universe. I put it in my pocket. And
You said
I planned
thank you, universe.
Yeah, and I planned on giving it to somebody because they say you got to give it to somebody.
Did really?
That's what they say.
I didn't know that. Well, speaking of popular things going on this week, Barbie.
Hold on.
Came
Who
out.
said anything about the popular things going on this week?
Well, we were saying what was going on this week in our lives.
So our daughter saw the Barbie movie. We're switching gears. The Barbie movie came out, and I was like, all right. Well, I mean, I didn't really know it was PG-13 until afterwards, and then
It was a birthday party.
It was a birthday party.
She was invited to a birthday party. All the little girls are going. Obviously, she's going. Then looking into it, obviously, I'm like, okay, it's PG-13. Ryan Gosling's in it. Love Ryan Gosling. Like, obviously, they're going to sexualize this movie. It's PG-13. So we let her go, right? What's the first thing Mia says to us when she comes in the door? Go ahead. I'll let you say it.
I don't want to say it. It's my daughter.
She's cracking up, this child, which was cute. It was innocent. And she's like, I learned 2 words. And I'm like, what?
No, Daddy, they said some funny words.
They said some funny words. Oh, she did say that? I didn't hear that part.
Like
okay,
that.
well, that was nice.
And then she said penis and vagina.
Penis and vagina. Now, she's 7, and we still call private parts pee-pee and like flower. We're not at, and I think there's some people that are probably going to be like, well, you should, talk to your kids about their penis and vaginas. Like there are,
Right.
But it's like, no, like he's 4, she's 7. We're gonna do pee and flower for a little longer. You know, like
we don't have to rush anything at this
yeah.
moment.
So
Let's just cool it down.
And-
but we let it. She saw the movie, so it's kind of like, here we go. Like the indoctrination of our kids, like
which that's what they try to do.
And it's crazy because it doesn't end there though. It doesn't end at her just seeing the movie. It's all the stuff that's after it too. All the YouTube videos, all the things that is online. I walk in the room sometimes and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, change this, And listen, we're on YouTube and it's a amazing platform to learn and for all kinds of things.
There's parental controls we really should take advantage of.
Well, yeah, I have kids mode and stuff like that.
Really...
But they learn the code over time and to get into the regular one. And it's not like they do it on purpose. They don't know what they're watching. They're not like when I was a kid, I was waiting for my parents to go to bed so I can sneak and watch like the channel.
Porn?
Well, whatever channel that was all broken up, like that because I had basic cable.
Me and Kate, shout out to Kate.
I had basic cable. You couldn't really see much. There was something on MTV like After Dark or something like that, like MTV Unplugged or something like After Dark, and I used to like watch that too. I don't even know.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah, 90s. You couldn't even like that should be the next episode is the 90s.
I think I really was thinking about that. I want to like talk about just growing up in the 90s, bring up some, favorite things from the 90s. Message us. Talk about the 90s.
Yeah.
Questions?
If you fucks with the 90s, let us know. And, give us some of your thoughts on the 90s.
Yeah.
Engage with us. Again, we like to hear from you guys. But.
Yes. Okay. This is my favorite part. Okay. So every episode we are going to have a segment where we play a certain game, or do pretty much it's going to be games. I don't know about challenges. Maybe we'll get into that. Maybe we'll do the tortilla challenge one day, slap him in the face, see if he spits out the water.
I don't think so.
I don't know around. Oh.
It's like really close to your face. So
I don't know around all this stuff if he's going to let me. I've been hitting it all night. Okay. So the game this week is going to be called This or That. Okay, so if you're living under a rock, this or that means I'm going to say basically 2 things and you're going to have to just choose one. And it's quick.
All
right. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, do it up. Let's do it. This or that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of this, or you could get with that.
And then, can you put that song in? No, copyright?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, ready. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Pool or beach?
Beach.
Indoorsy or outdoorsy?
Outdoorsy.
Diet Coke or Coke?
Coke.
Sprite or Sierra Mist?
Sprite.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
What the morning or night?
I don't know why I said Thanksgiving, honestly, because I just stuffed my face and I have to try to talk with people at the dinner table, and it doesn't go well.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Funny movie or action movie?
Action.
Pizza or Chinese food?
Pizza.
Okay.
I passed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't pass.
Except for the Thanksgiving one.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Christmas.
I think that's the last thing you said. Some of them I went with.
I
like
said
the last
Christmas
thing,
or Thanksgiving.
and I said Thanksgiving because it was the last thing you said.
Oh, so you weren't being honest the whole time?
Well, no, it was just reflexes.
Mental reflexes?
Mental reflexes.
What?
You don't have to talk so close to it, just
Okay.
so you know.
All right.
You can just relax a little bit.
Yeah, baby.
That's why you can hear yourself in it too.
So we have been introducing our affirmations this week as well. I guess we didn't even discuss that. My mom bought me this really cool, I love cards, affirmation cards, angel cards. So my mom actually purchased for Christmas me a nice deck of affirmation cards. So I said to CJ, why don't we pull a card every week, every day really, but this one stuck out to us. So we are going to share those with you and then kind of just give our take on what we interpreted.
Yes.
From
interpreted. So
CJ,
I would like
go first.
Yeah, no, you go first because
Really?
I'm gonna end. Yes.
Okay. Mine was, I think I liked it.
You think you liked it enough to bring it down here and share it with all of
I
our
guess.
beautiful
Yeah.
followers. I
I would say I liked it, but I didn't like
It didn't stand out to you.
I
It
didn't
didn't
do
grab
it.
you. It didn't, it didn't like move you in any defined way.
Exactly. It didn't help me do it, but I should have.
Okay, so
So it
share it.
just says, enjoy a time out. Go somewhere quiet for a few minutes. The stillness can help you feel refreshed. But I did interpret when I walk to work, because I park in a different parking lot. When it's sunny, I do stop for a few, I would say maybe a minute, and just take in the sun in the morning, feel that on my face, feel refreshed, tell myself that I'm going to have a good day. So that kind of, that's what spoke to me there.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Applause.
There we go. Yes, applause.
Yeah. All right, CJ, what was
Okay,
yours?
so for mine, this one stuck out to me because it's something that I really wanted to share with everybody. And it says, repeat the mantra, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be filled with kindness and peace. And you can substitute I for you and think of someone you know and like, or just send love to all people. So may you be happy, may you be well, may you be filled with kindness and peace.
Oh,
That's my message to you, for this week and from infinity and beyond.
so sweet. I like that. I like that ending. I do want to give a shout out to when we put out our mental health awareness episode. I did mention that, very briefly that I had people in my life that, have, obviously chosen to take in their life. I had messaged my old boss's mom to just make sure that it would be okay for me to mention it. She didn't get back to me in time for the episode, so I am now just giving a shout out to Danny's mom. They have a great foundation, 33 Forever Inc. They're on Facebook and Instagram. Please follow them. She was a great boss, a great mentor, a great person. It's a really sad thing that they all had to go through, and it was a pleasure knowing her and working for her and also being a friend of hers. So just shout out to them. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for sharing and following our journey. I really appreciate it. CJ, do you have a shout out for our Blue Collar Dad Cast?
Yeah, the Blue Collar Dadcast, they have been listening to us and they've been putting out some great content too. And they gave us a shout out. So we would definitely want to shout out them for all their support, and listening to us as well. It's definitely great to connect and interact with other people
Network.
who are, network with people who are definitely like-minded and, and trying to do the same things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate it.
thank you. So we're going to try to put the links in the description for this episode for 33 Forever,
Yes.
for that foundation. And
sure.
we also have a Patreon where we are going to be uploading our own private podcasts. There's days where I might be by myself. I come home from work and I want to sit down and I want to have a conversation, get some stuff off my mind for, my listeners, for the most dedicated followers, and for Alba as well. There's days where I'm going to teach her after this because, like she said in the beginning of the episode, I've been trying to get her down here all week to just show her how to turn this on and hit record so that she can, record an episode. And
Shout out Emily, my cousin. We're going to get you on this. We're going to give you a funny episode. We got a lot of jokes and laughter to bring to you. So definitely subscribe to our Patreon because we want to give you those exclusive episodes.
Yes, the links will be in the bio. And, just look out for that. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the love. And I think that pretty much does it for this episode. And
Love and light. Peace and love.
I'm Blue Collar Charlie.
I'm Albina Locatoli Allen.
And we're
Out.
out.